Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre. And today I actually want to have a little bit of a discussion dealing with New Year's resolutions. Now, I know it's February. It's February the 14th. It's Happy Valentine's Day. So, it's weird that I'm kind of talking about New Year's resolutions on the day of love, as it would be, and on Valentine's Day, in February, whatever. This is probably something I should have done at the end of last year, the beginning of this year. But I just started to really think about this, especially towards the beginning of this year. And that is basically my New Year's resolution as a gamer. It seems like probably within the past year or two, anytime a new game would come out, even if it mildly interested me, if I was like really, really interested that I really wanted to get it, that goes without saying. But there was some times where there would just be some of these titles where I was like, yeah, I really want to try this out, or I really want to get this, I really want to play this to check it out to see how it really is. If I don't like it, maybe I'll sell it or trade it in or whatever. I just kind of had that mindset at that point in time. But I always went in thinking that this is something that I really want. I want to keep it. I want to have. I always try to keep that mindset because I would always look up videos and video reviews and previews and try to get a varying wide array of different opinions from people dealing with certain games. And last year, it kind of just made me think, you know what? Some of these games that came out I really didn't want, and I got them. But there was some of them where I was just like, I really think that I could have waited on a sale for this. Maybe waited for a Black Friday sale. Maybe waited to see how cheaper it would be for physical copies compared to digital ones. Kind of weighing the odds there. And it seems like to me this year I've actually stuck really well with this New Year's resolution, which is basically me not jumping the gun and just jumping on the first new game that I really have some type of interest in, well, mildly interest in, I should say. For example, Final Fantasy Dissidia. That came out this year. I looked up some reviews and things for that. I'm really interested in wanting to play it, but from things that I've heard and from my own personal perspective, from what I've seen, I really think that I could just wait for a sale, and that's what I'm going to do. I may even do the same thing for Far Cry 5, as a matter of fact. I don't really know. I have to see a little bit more on that. I may do it for that as well. Monster Hunter World, I actually rented that from Redbox for about $3 and kept it for a couple days. It was interesting for what it was. I liked it, but it just wasn't $60 to me, which is another thing. I really do need to focus on checking Redbox, checking online on their website first to see if they actually have the game before I go and waste the time and the gas and the effort to go there to get the game if it's not there. That's what I did with Monster Hunter World. I found out that it was actually at the local Redbox, and I went and picked it up, brought it home, tried it out, and was sitting there thinking, I'm glad I didn't spend $60 on this. I just spent, like a little over $6 or something like that, renting it for a couple days because it's like $3 and something per night or something like that. And, I tried it out. My girlfriend tried it out. She couldn't really get into it. I got into it a little bit more than she did, but I'm thinking maybe probably waiting around $20 or $30, something like that, not a full-blown 60. And then there's another game that actually here recently came out that I had a whole lot of interest in, considering I'm big into RPGs and open world RPGs and all of that, and that is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, apparently from what I'd heard, this game was actually in production around 2009, and I think they raised like $5 million or something like that to try to get it up and running. But when all was said and done and it was released, it had so much hype behind it. And basically, if you don't know what it is, it's like an open world, like realistic medieval RPG. And it takes place during like real world history that happened back in like the early 1400s. And so, you go and you have conversations with characters, you make different choices, it changes the story, stuff like that, relationships with characters, so on and so forth, side quests, main quests, things like that. A lot of people were comparing it to Skyrim, but I guess it wasn't as big as Skyrim, but there's still some things about it that's completely different from that. I guess they were trying to think of it as being like a realistic, like Elder Scrolls game or something like that. But anyways, I looked more into it. I looked at reviews and previews and all of that, and I came to the conclusion with that too, that I'm also going to wait on a sale. Maybe $20 or $30, something like that. I'll have to see. Maybe a sale will happen sometime this year. Maybe I'll wait till Black Friday, or just the holidays in general around Christmas where they have a whole lot of sales and things going on. Maybe I'll end up doing that. But it really just, to me, it's like a breath of fresh air. This is kind of like one of those feelings and instances that I've got where I'm like, wow, this is actually a liberating kind of feeling where if you just stop for a moment and just get away from the hype, get away from all the pretty graphics, get away from, you know, the smooth, silky gameplay, even though it's there, does it really grab your attention? Are you seeing enough footage or previews or reviews or other opinions from other people? Are you really getting into seeing if you really want to spend $60? Because $60 is a lot of money. Sorry, game developers, if you don't think it's a lot of money and you want to go ahead and raise prices of video games now to $70 or $80, I'm sorry, but you're full of shit. $60 is a lot of money. You know, but obviously you wouldn't know that since you got shit money out every single day of the week. But, you know, it's like, oh, we want to end up raising the prices of games. No, you need to stop with the fucking microtransactions is what you need to start doing. That's where your problem is right there. And your fucking loot boxes, you can take them and shove them up your ass. Because you sure as hell ain't getting no money out of me. You know, it's like I say, $60 is a lot of money. You get my $60 and fuck the rest of it. Sorry, went on a bit of a rant there, which is something that's kind of common with this channel. But, yeah, the main thing is that I actually feel better now that I'm sitting back and thinking about certain games that are coming out. Even though I have interest in them, it's not like, oh my God, I gotta have it today. I gotta get it on day one. You know, I'm glad that I'm kind of just sitting back and taking it in and thinking about other titles that are coming out through the year, something that I really want to get. You know, and it's actually kind of funny because tomorrow, I believe, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing an unboxing of a remaster, if you will, of a game that's on 3DS that was originally on DS. You know, here I am talking about new games, and I ended up going to like buying a remaster coming for the 3DS. But this is a game that I have really been wanting to get, that I've really been wanting to get back into because I have it on DS, and I got involved with other games and fell back to the wayside, went back to it, tried to play it again, and I'm like, well, I don't even know what the heck I'm supposed to do. I was like, I could start over, but no, I already invested 6 hours, like back in 2011 when it came out. I was like, I already invested 6 hours into this. I'm not going to go back and do it again. You know, so I was just like, all right, well, I'll find it out. Even if I got to go look at an FAQ online or a video walkthrough or whatever, I'm going to do that. But I haven't done that lately because of other games that I had been interested in and playing at that point in time. So I said, I'm just not going to bother with it. And then I found out, well, it was coming to 3DS. And I was like, wow, I was like, yeah, they're adding some other extra stuff in here. Some other extra interesting things are coming out with it. I don't really know what they all are, but I was like, well, this really gives me a reason to go back and revisit it again, see all these new things that the game is going to offer, things of that nature, and, you know, see what the launch edition is like and all that, because it comes with, like, some decals and an art book and things like that, which the launch edition, I think, of the remaster this time is a whole hell of a lot better than what it was when it first came out, the launch edition back on DS. It just came inside of a little tiny slip box thingy with like a little a music disc with like 5 freaking songs on it or 5 pieces of music or whatever. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So actually, this one that's coming out now seems like it's a lot better. But anyways, I won't go ahead and get into talking all about that. I'll just do it when I do the unboxing and show you guys and talk about it from there. But anyways, yeah, leave some comments below if you guys happen to have any New Year's resolutions as gamers, or if you have any New Year's resolutions, if you want to discuss them or anything, leave them some comments below and we can get into a little discussion about it. But anyways, yeah, I would go ahead and I would end this like I always do. Later, taters.